Peace and Blessings Collective, welcome in. I literally, just as I sat down, I was preparing my filming space. Got up to get my water, and as I was walking away, I don't even remember exactly what I was thinking about, but all I know, I heard in my mind like this feels like a Victory, which then led to the channeled song, the Ty Tribbett song. I think it's called Victory, but the lyrics go, I thought I lost, but actually I won. And that feeling of feeling like you're behind, of feeling like something is missing, like you have the victory. The victory has already been won, regardless of what it looks like in front of you right now. I feel like on this channel I have talked about the concept that time moves both forward and backward. Like you're not just building from the beginning, but you're also like retracing the steps that you already took to get to that future self that you see. Um, and you're literally on that path right now. Like that you are on, and I'm see. Oh my goodness! Wow! 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 Okay, this schizophrenia card, it being torn between two two realities. It's like your 3D reality just does not match. It's not aligned. Like there's something that feels misaligned, something that feels like it's out of place, but you can't necessarily, well, I mean, I won't even say that you can't pinpoint what it is, because I feel like for a lot of the collective right now, it has to do with physical resources. Like that feeling like if I just had this, then I'd be able to blank. Excuse me. But it feels as though the breakthrough and the abundance, all right, comes on the other side of realizing that there are things that you can do right now that will not only call in the abundance, but make make your physical self, make your 3D reality feel more congruent. Um, like you don't have to wait for this, whatever it is that you're waiting for, to come in to start taking the steps toward being prepared for that thing. Because if you're calling in $1 million and you don't have a bank account, like where are you going to put it? You know, like that type of preparedness. Like, okay, I know there are things that I can do right now, and do those things and do them as you feel called, not from a place of force. Like this is not something that is meant to be forced. It's going to flow. It's going to show up in front of you. Like with this breakthrough energy, it's taking the steps that you've been putting off. Like, you know that there's things that needed to be integrated. There's some integration that needs to take place. Maybe some like some lessons that have been learned in the last, just say, 6 months that like maybe you need to take inventory of. Maybe you need to share them to help you ground and realize that you're not alone. You're not the only one that went through these experiences, and that you're not alone in the way you feel. Silence on the bottom of the deck. A lot of us really need to be in silence. Like you can't avoid your thoughts. Like you really just need to sit with them, and the longer you sit with them, you'll realize how they really are this nothingness, this voice screaming into the void. But then there's this playfulness energy here as well. Like even being able to just see your thoughts as it's coming through as entertainment. I know some of the thoughts are not entertaining, but like people watch things for entertainment that are not maybe not entertaining to most, you know what I mean? Like horror movies and gore and all these things. Like people find entertainment in that. Like, and not to say that you should be entertained by but in some ways kind of, because when you, and not you being entertained by it is different than you entertaining it, if that makes sense. Because you being entertained by it means dismissing it, knowing that, oh, that was just a whatever. Like, it was just a thought. That I don't need to cling to that. It doesn't mean anything. It has no bearing on my actual reality. I do not have to believe this thought. As opposed to you entertaining the thought is you ruminating on it, diving deeper into it, giving it life, giving it visuals, seeing it come to fruition, even though it's something you have no desire to experience. You cannot give things your energy that way, because that is literally manifestation. A manifestation technique is visualization. So the things you're visualizing are the things you're manifesting. So if you're allowing yourself to sit and ruminate on thoughts that are aligned with experiences that you have no desire to have, note that and stop. Like, I know that I'm going to say that could be difficult, but honestly, I don't feel like it is. Like, once you realize, the simple realization that you have that level of control over your own mind, I feel like it gets easier and easier, because then you just practice. Like, but all you have to do is be aware of when the thought shows up and question it, dismiss it, release it with love, like, let it go. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. And then high priestess, harness mystic magic. Yeah, because even in this silence, and under that I'm seeing ripeness. So like, and transformation. So like, sitting in this silence is allowing you to harness this mystic power, because mystical powers, mystical knowing comes from having a connection with the divine that is like you've reduced the static or gotten rid of it completely. And the static are those egoic human thoughts that try to make a logical decision or a logical choice out of something that is beyond logic, like that is literally a miracle, like trying to, I don't know, justify your worth or your deserving. Those thoughts can be dismissed. You do not have to cling on to any of those thoughts. And I'm seeing over here on this Archangel Michael sort of light deck, at the bottom, it says 5, be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth, then let source take it from there. Like, you don't have to carry it. Like, even if the thought that comes up, is like, it has roots in you, like, that there is something there. The simple acknowledgement that, okay, there is something here, and I'm releasing it to be transmuted into light, so that I can use that light to propel me forward. Like, I'm no longer allowing this to hold me back. I'm now using it as the fuel to propel me forward. Bottom of the deck, Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. It's time to really take a good hard look in the mirror, and like, not just to see your human in the mirror, but to see beyond, to see the soul that is animating that body, the soul that came to this planet with a particular mission, with a particular task in mind. And seeing how these harder or tougher experiences or thought forms or relationships, how they are working together to fulfill that purpose, to give you the wisdom, to give your human the wisdom and the alchemy and the knowledge and awareness to be able to operate in your full purpose. Because everything that has taken place up to this point has been activating you into this purpose. We have Shield Maiden with make plans and focus. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Yeah, like, the more you stop labeling certain experiences or thoughts as good or bad or whatever they like. Everything is neutral until you assign it meaning. And that can seem kind of cold when it comes to like potentially like traumatic experiences. But truly, once you are far enough removed from the experience that you are able to look back on it and see how it alchemized within you to give you the strength to carry on beyond it, because chances are, from what I'm feeling and picking up, these experiences were things that some people don't make it past, like, but you did. And real like take that time to reflect, like I not even reflect on how, but just simply reflect on the fact that you did, that you have the strength and the power to do so, and that you always have. And I'm seeing over here on the Ascension Oracle, inner power. Like you, the power has been within you this entire time, regardless of what your current circumstances look like or what your recent past looks like. Whatever it is, that does not dictate your future or the steps that you are to take moving forward. 1111 on the time as I'm saying that. Seer, see beyond the current situation. See beyond, and she wolf unleash the wild within. It's really time to remove the labels, the barriers, the boundaries that have kept your truest self from being able to shine in the world. You are worthy of being seen for the fullness of you. And in this age of social media where anyone can have a platform, if you have the desire to share, do it. Don't do it because you want to, not because you're trying to gain in any particular fashion other than gaining the courage and momentum to continue to share. That type of gain is beautiful, and that's what's going to happen. The more you put yourself out there, the more well received you'll realize you are. Even if there are people that, don't receive you well, there are going to be people that will thank you for showing up, for existing, for being who you are. But you have to do that first in order for them to show up for you. I'm going to, we'll go with the dragons because it really feels like protective energy is, there's major protective energy like archangels, spirit guides, like your team of light, your support system is very close right now. Like they want to make sure that whatever it is you're going through right now does not, like, that you don't get caught up in the 3D appearance of it, that you don't overlook, and you can't miss anything that's for you. But if you get too caught up in the weeds or too, like if you zoom in too close for too long, you'll lose sight of the bigger picture. And once you lose sight of the bigger picture, then you lose sight of the intention. And the intention is the power. Like it's the power source. It's the light of your reality. I'm gonna just put this down. Okay, we have Earth and Water Dragon creates the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. Nurture your ideas. Allow yourself to weed out the thoughts and things that are clouding your mind so that you're able to receive these ideas and able to not only receive them, but know that you're so worthy of bringing them into this 3D reality. 1414 all the time as I'm saying that, because these ideas are coming to you because they're meant to be birthed through you. But if you do, like, there's no harm, no foul. Like if you don't act on them, the idea will simply move to someone else who is willing, ready, and able to birth them into the world. And all that to say is that there's no charge behind that at all. You will not be punished for not acting on the ideas that you receive, although your human may feel some level of discomfort, dis-ease, like really it feels like creative constipation, if you do not express, because the opposite of depression is not like joy or happiness. Like the opposite of depression is expression. So the more you express, the lighter you feel. Aquamarine dragon from Neptune enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive ineffable soul knowing. That soul knowledge, excuse me. But that's that high priestess energy, harnessing that mystical power, receiving understanding that is beyond words. And once you have received that understanding, it's beyond words, meaning the only way to share it is to live it. And if you feel like you have that understanding already and you're just not living from it, that's the only way you're going to be able to share it. If you want other people to be able to feel the liberation that you feel, and it feels like there has been a shift it just in the course of this reading, because it went from like those really heavy energies to now feeling like you have something you want to share. There's a lightness in you that you desire to share. Wow. But yeah, like though you have to live it for yourself. Like these knowing, this soul knowing that you are receiving is meant for you to embody in the real world, to embody in your 3D reality. And you just have to have faith. You have to, like, faith without works is dead, but faith with worry is worse. Like faith with worry just they cancel each other out. You can't have faith and be worried about the thing that you have faith is going to work out, because you're sending mixed signals, and at best it's neutralized, and at least best you start manifesting the things you're worried about. Golden Christed Dragon, this card keeps coming out, and that's this fifth dimensional frequency energy, but brings you higher love so that you embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. You can't go backwards. Once you have seen the light, once you know that there are other ways of being that don't require suffering, that don't require, I don't truly, that's really, it just does not require suffering. There on this human journey, there may still be pain, upset, overwhelm, all the things, but the suffering comes in when you keep reliving it in your mind. You do not have to suffer from the contents of your mind. You are able to transcend them, to quiet them to a point where they truly become background chatter in a coffee shop. Nothing really decipherable, but if you decided to tune into a certain stream or conversation, you could, but you get to pick which stream you want to hear. You don't have to listen to them all, and you certainly don't have to listen to any of them that are discouraging you from doing and being all that you are here to do and be. Star Being Healing Codes. Important information. Wounds are healed. Recharging. That's the shift I felt. Like, it started out with carrying these wounds and feeling them and reflecting on where those wounds came from. But now you're beyond that. You're aware. You are so self-aware. If you are receiving this message, you are exceptionally self-aware. And that awareness has led to healing, because you're no longer are operating as a victim of circumstance. You're now operating from a place of power, of sovereignty, of knowing that you have control over your reality. And no matter how hard or harsh it may sound, you know that your soul signed up for this because you could handle it. If your life has been front loaded with trauma, that just means that the blessings that are to ensue are monumental, because the scales have to balance. That literally is a universal law. All things exist in balance. Order of Melchizedek, embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. And we have a few other cards here that flipped over. I'm going to go through them all. Memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, technology. And that some of these ideas that you're having might literally be inventions. Act on them, sketch them out, write them out, seek a patent. You can get a patent without having built the thing, you know? So, like, it's that type of energy, like knowing and trusting that you have, that the ideas and the inspiration you're receiving is divine, right on time, and you are worthy of bringing them to life. Venusian Galactic Council, star being guides, answer the call, time to shine. You are being supported by, like, star family. You have a massive unseen support system. There are so many energies that desire to support you, but you have to be open to receiving and not fixated on a specific, confirmation burp, outcome. The divine matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicity, God incidences. And as I'm saying that, literally something is in my eye. It's like the energy of distraction. Like, how, and that's something to take note of. How often are you getting distracted? How often are you dissociating? And do you notice these things? Like, when you come back from dissociating, are you aware that you just dissociated? Like, are you, or is it just happening and then, like, it's that level of self-awareness of knowing where your mind goes, even if you let it go. The word that's coming through is unsupervised, but there will come a point where that won't even be a thing. Like, for me personally, I've been on this journey so long that every thought I think is completely conscious. Like, I am fully aware. Most of the time, I'll say 99% of the time, I am fully aware of every thought that I am thinking. But there are times, especially when there's a lot of stimulus, or, you know, I'm going through a major transition and there are a lot of things to think about. I'm still human, so 22 all the time as I'm saying that. So there are times where my mind starts to go on its own, but I know that I know when that's happening. Like, when I return, I feel the difference. And I'm like, okay, well, we're back, we don't have to hang on to any of that. We're back here now. I feel called to share this specific thing, but like, if I accidentally allow myself to visualize an experience that I have no desire to have, I immediately course correct by thinking, not on this timeline. Like, I think those words. I'm like, yeah, I just saw that, but not on this timeline. Meaning that I saw it because it exists somewhere in the quantum, but it's not on the timeline that I'm consciously experiencing. And then we have Thoth light codes with light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. Yeah, like, spiritual gifts are coming online massively at this time, and y'all know that already. Like, if you're watching this video, you know that your clairs are more active. You might be tapping into telepathy. Maybe you're in, like, telekinesis, like the powers of the mind. Those things are real, available to us, and accessible. But they take practice. You have to practice your craft. You have to hone your gifts. But the calling toward them is your first step. Like, you have to allow yourself to explore without judgment. I'm just going to take this one because that's the only one that landed face up. 11, Mind Garden. And I think I actually have read this card before. And bottom of the deck, 27, Infinite Abundance. Let's see. Mind Garden. Number 11. Sow seeds of love in the garden of your mind, and heaven on earth will be realized. Your mind is your garden, and the seeds planted there are your thoughts. Seeds that are watered are thoughts that consistently play in your mind. These thoughts eventually come into fruition. It can be easy to fall unconscious to inner dialogue and thought. I'm trying to see. Can you even hear me? This because I just realized my mic is off. So if you can't hear me, that's would be sad. But hopefully you can. um, it can be it can be easy to fall unconscious to inner dialogue and thought patterns. Loved one, your soul is advancing and your vibration is being raised. To help with this evolutionary journey, stay conscious of your thoughts. Cultivate only seeds in your mind garden that you truly wish to grow. Now is the time to tend to the garden of your mind. Water only seeds of love with complete faith and trust. When you do this, your inner garden becomes your sanctuary and you a true master. When heaven becomes your natural state of mind and chaos of the holographic world ceases to disrupt your inner peace, you come to see life as a grand cosmic play, literally entertainment, that transforms and awakens souls. Within you, there is a deep knowing that all will be played out victoriously. Literally, how did I start this message? You got the VICTORY. I thought I lost, but actually I won. I'm not gonna get, but if you're interested, I think it's called Victory, but it's by Ty Tribbett. But yeah, that's major victory vibes, okay? Exercise. Take time out throughout the day to observe your thoughts and inner dialogue. Are your thoughts in alignment with your highest resonance? Affirmation. I am nurturing the inner garden of my mind with unconditional love and compassion. And this card is associated with the third eye and the crown chakra. So your ability to see the vision, to see the future you desire in whatever form that it shows up for you. Because if you're not, like, clairvoyance is a specific gift. You may not physically see, but you'll feel it. You know what it feels like. That's the point of being in a human body, is to feel. So you will feel. Final message of confirmation from the Archangel Michael deck. We have two cards. Number 17, it's time to play. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. Number 18, let it go. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me, Archangel Michael, to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. And bottom of the deck, 24, this keeps coming out. Prioritize self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Be open to receiving help, seen and unseen, because that is the biggest blockage to abundance, is being closed off to receiving. It's time to receive. It's also time to play, and it's also time to let go. It's a constant flow. All right. On that note, I am going to love and leave y'all here. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Service links are in the description. If you feel called to support the channel financially, there is a tip jar link there as well. The tips are welcome and appreciated, but not required. Whatever you give, may it be returned to you tenfold. And I am wishing you an abundant ascension, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Peace.